Gave you my NASCAR plate. Thank you all. You've all had a long day too. I just want to make a short statement and then we'll take some questions. And thank you for coming. So I'll start with North Carolina facing the toughest economic crisis since the Depression. There really are no easy solutions to the budget crisis. You know that, and the people in North Carolina know that. I've made my priorities very clear to the people and to the General Assembly. Number one, there had to be a raise in revenue to shield North Carolina's public school system and the core services from massive cuts. And number two, avoid raising across-the-board income taxes on the working families of North Carolina. This process has taken far too long, and the General Assembly has not come nearly as far as I would have liked. This budget, though, has taken some steps forward in the last several weeks. If you recall, a few months ago, the Senate proposed a class size increase of 2 students per class in all grades. Then the House started working on a plan that would raise zero revenue to support the core services in the public schools. That would cause terrific cuts to education and to other vital services. And just 2 weeks ago, we learned that lawmakers had decided on an across-the-board income tax hike that would really hurt working families across our state. And you hear the stories like I do. You see the people, families that are already struggling to deal with the recession. None of these proposals were acceptable to me. I believe, and I believe the people of our state believe, that the future of North Carolina literally depends on us continuing to invest and maintain a top-notch educational system for our people. That's how we've come so far since the 50s, when we were the second poorest per capita state in America. Education has done that for us, and it's really important that we continue to protect education as much as possible, even in times like this, when it's really hard and nobody wants to do what has to be done. And those are the discussions I had with the General Assembly over and over. Leadership is about responsibility and stepping up during tough times. I continued to tell them that we needed to do revenue without that across-the-board income tax burden on the middle-income families. I made it very clear to the General Assembly, in front of you, in front of them, day after day and hour after hour. And I have to say that the General Assembly, even working through last weekend a lot, has worked with me, and they've made some efforts to respond to my concerns. Today's budget that you heard debated on the floor of the General Assembly is far from perfect. In fact, I believe it falls short in several areas that are critical to the future of this state. And I will only laundry list a few for you. You'll find them for yourselves as you go through the document, and the people of this state will find them as core services are cut back. It's no longer going to mandate class size. They came that far. There's not going to be any of those increases that we've heard about for 4 or 5 months. But let me be very direct. It still regrettably includes cuts to the local education authorities. I believe and continue to believe that flexibility is the way that superintendents and school boards and leaders can best serve the needs of their community. There are many different sides to that argument.